Hi, everybody. My point, I decided that it's always good to listen to your children. I've got this 15-year-old daughter, Sabina, and she's at this stage, which is a very difficult stage for a father, where she has sex ed classes. So I thought that, the best way to maybe explain a little bit about collaboration is to teach you something that my daughter taught me. I brought a cucumber, and I'm going to ask an angel. I would like to corrupt an angel to come up here to help me with this because, I've actually been, sorry, but I've been married for 17 years, so I don't really know too well how to do this. But, okay, I don't want to insult you, but, you guys are this is about ideas worth spreading. You're about technology, entertainment, design. And I'm not trying to say that you're all a bunch of dicks, but I want you to imagine that this is you. And we're going to collaborate here. And this is me. So we are, do you know which way it goes? Is it like that? Sorry. Okay, so, okay. Oh, okay, I can manage. Okay. I don't need to embarrass the angel. I don't want to corrupt her further than she. So, this is me. I'm here to, as a lawyer, I'm here to give you a level of protection. And it's really actually quite important because, I know it's about ideas worth spreading, but there's a lot of things which you don't want to be catching. The problem is that lawyers tend to do this. And I'm not going to actually do this because I'm going to, have some rewards for you afterwards. But they try and put more of these on. They say, well, just in case, maybe we should just put some added protection and maybe we should have a few more of these. And maybe this, just what about the possibility of this? And the problem is, and unfortunately my faithful assistant wasn't able to find this. I was actually going to bring you a very rotten cucumber that was sort of limp and soft. But if it gets to that point, when you're putting all of these on, this may not stay as hard as it is right now. Moving on from that metaphor and not taking it further, because I know that we lawyers are not very popular. And this already comes from the 16th century, and probably 16th century England is maybe not different than 21st century Warsaw. I would like to just clarify something, that the truth of the matter is that Shakespeare had very bad handwriting, and he didn't actually write lawyers, he wrote leaders. But in any case, we get a bad rap. As a technology lawyer, this is, I started my, the past couple of years I was out in Silicon Valley. I'm not sure, does anybody know what this is? Yeah, it's HP Garage, where the idea started. And it's very important for lawyers, technology lawyers, people that are dealing with ideas, to meet you on the ground where you come from, to be with you at the very beginning. That's what it is about collaboration. It means understanding what your business is about. And it's about actually finally realizing your potential, where HP is now. Now, when you are a technology company and you actually get to that point, it's okay to actually take off some of this protection. Because when you get married, you don't really need this anymore, right? So if you hook up with a firm like this, you need less protection. But you do need to consider a few things. When you are about ideas, we're in a knowledge-based economy. This is about soft rights. The paradigm shift is incredible in terms of most lawyers trying to think about, well, there's no hard assets. We're talking about soft assets. But the reality is this is something that's been going on since the 19th century. Even Charles Dickens had problems in the US back at that time because there was actually no copyright law. And Mark Twain, who was an American author, didn't actually really appreciate it because Dickens' books were being sold very cheaply. So there is a benefit to having a level of protection. as long as it's not overprotection. And it's very important for a collaboration between the lawyer and the ideas people to find that middle ground, to, as some of our earlier speakers spoke about, trust and commitment, to work together. And as our innovation consultant spoke about a little bit, how do you actually maintain that innovation while growing big? And Google is probably the best example of a collaboration of great people that have come together and maintain that innovative style that allows your ideas to be shared. And I'm often dealing actually with sale of small companies. I tend to deal with a sort of small cap, €5 million type valued companies that get sold to a Google-like. And it's very important that when those ideas and that trust and commitment comes into play, that they still are able to innovate. And if anybody that's been on the Google campus in Mountain View will see what kind of sort of dynamism can be maintained over time. And it can still exist, but in order to do so, there's a problem. Right now, you've got great ideas, but no money. And you might be looking at me and saying, hey, you know, I can't afford the expensive lawyer. What do you do? Well, let's take a look at the freemium model that the internet works on. And I think that the whole legal industry, the billable hour, is being thrown on its head. And one of the reasons why in my 14 years in Central Europe, I decided to take a couple of years out to Silicon Valley is that they're really innovating in a very interesting way. And they're taking elements from the internet in terms of working models. And the freemium model is a great model. So one of the concrete examples, we don't have enough time to get into all of the details, is working where you have a success fee that is based upon, you know, you're a startup guy, you're in the garage, you don't have anything. The lawyer understands that. They're an investor. Collaboration is about being an investor, not having that sudden distance. But suddenly it changes the model. And we need to, as lawyers, think a lot more about how we invest and work on this sort of model that says we need to, let's keep it, let's not talk about the billable hour at the beginning. Let's not kill the idea before it even gets off the ground. And in Silicon Valley, this is something that they're doing, and it's something that we're trying out in Europe and in Central Europe, which is that it may be that, you know, everybody is excited about the eventual sale to a better platform. Because in the end, your ideas are great, but at some point you want the right platform. You want the platform that allows you to spread that idea, that makes that incredible house not just be something which is on a beach in Madrid, great that it is, but to get it mass produced so that we're all living in something like that. So we need to rethink the way that we work. We need to spend a lot of time understanding the TED type people, the people that have ideas worth spreading, and invest our time. And that really challenges a lot of lawyers. And rules essentially, by and large, can constrict and kill the entrepreneur. I always have this running joke with my kids as I say, well, you know what, I know I'm a lawyer and I went to a law school and all this stuff, but you know, I really hate rules. I mean, rules are just the constricting innovation. And 5 years ago, we started our own law firm, and we took the rule book and we just threw it away. We just said, hey, let's just, why do lawyers have to wear suits? Why do lawyers have to have billable hours? Why do they have to? And I think that we need to constantly challenge our models, and some of the earlier speakers spoke about that, about how we need to rethink everything. I'm sorry that, unfortunately, I wanted to do, as part of collaboration, because I know nobody really gets excited about hearing a lawyer speak, but I had a client, a great Warsaw-based client that has great ideas, and they're doing augmented reality, and their guy's in a garage, Although, you know, there's not that many garages in Warsaw, so I think they're literally more like in a building. But and they've created some incredible stuff. So I'm just going to leave it there as a teaser for the next TEDx event, when we will do a demo of this product. But this is an actual product being produced by two guys in the garage that can actually take anything, which is any kind of surface. So if anybody remembers Tom Cruise in that great movie where he was moving everything around, this is exactly the kind of reality that they can do, and they're starting to experiment that in Poland. Poland is an incredible place for ideas, and trying to bring that innovation to the wider world is something I think which is really exciting. So that's all. The free condoms for anybody that would like, since I don't need them, but there you go. Thank you. You don't need this.
No, no, we've got Subway coming to serve us lunch. So, oh, incidentally, thanks Subway. Good on you. Yeah,
we've got an extra cucumber.
You
might want to wash it.
Well,
it's, I don't know if this. I think this has lubrication or something.
We could go on like this for hours. So, are you, if I may use that word, advocating that wise lawyers actually change their business model?
Yes, I think that if we're wise and we want to survive in the next age, then we definitely have to. I mean, we have to throw it on our heads. We have to look around. And there's plenty of great ideas that are out there, but we have to change the way we think.
Good on you. Thanks, Stephen.